Hello there, thank you for joining Mailtrap, an email delivery platform to test, send, and control your email infrastructure in one place. In this tutorial, we will briefly show you how to send emails from Ruby on Rails with Mailtrap SMTP service. First, log into your Mailtrap account, click on the Sending Domains tab, and add your domain. Copy the generated DNS records one by one, and paste them into your domain registrar. Or send instructions to your admin or developer if you have one. If you need a step-by-step guide on domain setup, please watch our separate video on domain setup and verification. Verifying the domain is mandatory to start sending emails with Mailtrap email sending. Next, build the email sending script in Ruby on Rails using the ActionMailer. Go to the console to create a mailer model and the views your app will use. Enter Rails generate mailer command and call it notifier. Define the built-in helper method in the mailer model to generate an email message. In this example, the email message will contain an HTML text and an attachment. The helper method can set recipient, address, and attachment variables. The script on the screen defines notifier mailer, which is inherited from application mailer. The application mailer is a set of defaults, meaning that you don't have to set, for example, the from address in each of the mailers. The new account method accepts the recipient's email address as a parameter. To include an attachment, you'll need the attachments helper. In our case, it's a PDF file stored in the public directory on the disk. Finally, the script sends an email to the recipient with a specified subject and a text HTML content type, allowing the email client to recognize it as an HTML email. And of course, it also contains an HTML email body. While sending HTML email content, you need a corresponding view to display it. This is a template associated with the mailer. Create a new .erb file in the notifier mailer folder within views with the same name as the method in the mailer class. In our case, it's new_account. So we'll create a file called new_account.html.erb. Then in the same folder, create a template for the text version in case some of the clients don't support HTML. Name it new_account.text.erb. Fill in the templates with HTML and text content. Remember that you don't need to type the whole HTML structure in the HTML template. That's because the HTML layout is already defined in the application mailer, which is inherited by the notifier mailer class. The template is inserted in the yield command. And since the templates are ready, you can remove the body and content type from the notifier mailer. The template handles these fields automatically based on the provided content and the required type. Now you should define the delivery method and configure the rest of the ActionMailer settings. For that, first, grab your Mailtrap SMTP credentials. Return to Sending Domains and click Continue. You'll be taken to the SMTP/API settings tab. And since we're sending transactional emails, we'll need credentials under transactional stream. You can copy credentials one by one and paste them into your script. But it's easier to choose Ruby on Rails from the drop-down menu and copy the sample configuration with your credentials in it. Go back to your Rails project and navigate to the development.rb file located in the environments folder within the config folder. Paste your Mailtrap configuration. For security reasons, we've set up our username and password in the environment variables folder. Everything is ready, and it's time to send an email. Go to the Rails console and type in the command shown on screen. Indicate the recipient's email address and the deliver now method. Run the script. The email was successfully sent. Let's check the inbox. As expected, the email contains HTML content and an attachment. Now you can check the email data in Mailtrap by going to the email logs. Click on the sent email and examine the tabs. The email info will show the timestamp, last event date, what the event was, to and from addresses, and the status of the email. In this tab, you can also check the open and click rate, name of the mailbox provider, API key if applicable, message ID, client sending IP, sending method, Mailtrap sending IP, and category if applicable. The HTML source tab contains the HTML code we included in our Rails script, and the text shows the text version of the email. You can also explore the Spam Analysis tab to view the spam score and blacklist report, review event history, and preview the sent email. Of course, there is a lot more to Mailtrap use than that, but we'll let you discover the rest for yourself. And don't forget to pair our email testing and email sending to have a holistic emailing approach and achieve better email deliverability results. Thank you for choosing Mailtrap.